Hey everyone, I'm Timur, and I'm joined by
Chris from
Hello,
CBG.
Chris.
How's it going?
and you've been playing the Crysis 3 multiplayer beta, which came out today, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. And already you can see how great I am at it. Like,
So we're gonna be honest and say you're not the most skilled first-person shooter player.
yeah, I mean, I like my FPSs, but having been involved in Nintendo publications for the last 7 years, I don't get much chance to flex my muscles. So I'm very much a kamikaze FPS player, and I run about. I shoot a lot of people, but I also get killed.
That's a healthy space to be in, because I'm the kind of player who is probably not very good, but still believes he's good, and it stresses me out so much when I go online and just get absolutely mollywopped by everyone. So yeah, that's a good place to be.
Kind of accept defeat and I'm pleasantly surprised whenever I win. Which is
so give us a lowdown on the multiplayer. What we got here?
All right, the multiplayer beta has 2 modes in it. It has one called Crash Site, which is what you're seeing here, and it's got one called Hunter. Now, this one, Crash Site, you can see that red target on the screen. That is kind of alien satellite that has been dropped by a mothership, I believe they call it. And the aim is your team. It's teams of 6. Have to get over to the crash site and kind of claim it, almost like a kind of King of the Castle.
Nothing revolutionary there.
No, exactly. There's a couple of kind of caveats, I think is the word. In that after the ship, after maybe 30 seconds or a minute, will explode, killing anyone who's near it. So you need to kind of claim it by then, and then the mothership will come out and drop another one in another random place. So it's kind of like it adds a bit of kind of randomness to the whole thing, which is pretty cool. The other mode, which is Hunter mode, is a bit like if Predator was a game and was a good game. It'd be like that. So you've got 2 guys who are all suited up to the hilt with invisibility cloaks on,
right,
and armed just with a bow and arrow, and everyone else is a kind of general grunt soldier type guy, and they've got to run away from their invisible enemies. If they get shot, they become invisible as well. So the aim is to either wipe everyone out or survive until the time runs out.
So you're doing okay here, but you're gonna have to admit that this wasn't the first recording. This wasn't your first play session, because I distinctly remember seeing you getting your ass handed to you for at least an hour before coming across this gem of a playthrough over here.
It wasn't just handed to me, it was like properly poked. The mail guy came round with a package that had my ass in it.
Sir, your ass here?
Yeah, this was delivered yesterday, but you weren't in. So this was one of the few playthroughs that I actually did okay.
Yeah, so I play a bunch of first-person shooters, as I said, and you know, the perspective I have is that it's a pretty much a standard first-person shooter for current day. It's a very Call of Duty-esque, everything from the way it controls to the kind of mode setups, which aren't exactly Call of Duty exclusive. They've been around for ages, but what gives the Crysis 3 its unique property is the powers. That's always been, it's a unique selling point in the shooter market. The nano suit lets the player, who is essentially a human, do crazy shit. And in this, the powers are mapped to left bumper, right bumper, and A, I believe. So left bumper gives you shield. It doesn't say maximum shield like it used to, which bummed me out quite a bit, because I like that. But you hit the left bumper and the shield comes up, and you can absorb some more damage, which is obviously plays into tactical, when you want to use it, and be careful at what point you want to use it, that kind of thing. So you don't want to run straight into a firefight, but then at the same time, if you do, you've got this kind of get out of jail free card almost. And then you've got on the left bumper, you've got the stealth, which on the right, you hit on the right bumper, you hit the stealth button, and you're kind of obscured from views. It's got that Predator kind of camouflage thing where if you stare close enough, you can actually see the rippling light. So it's not complete invisibility, sorry. But it's it helps out in a frantic firefight. You can get up behind someone and shiv them while they're not looking. But and then there's the super jump, which is mapped to A. Just hold down the A button and just get a good vantage point and just generally jump around and look like a ninny. And
you can then do like a kind of massive stomp, which you would have just seen there,
right there,
which is pretty satisfying.
If
you jump on someone from above, like Mario style, which is like the other thing I like about this crash site mode is when you get to the crash site, the actual thing that's crashed has got these kind of big panels on it that you can rip off and use as a shield, so you can kind of hold it to kind of fend off the enemies when you're trying to protect it. But then you can just launch the shield at someone, just go, just like smack it off their head.
So it's kind of like the bubble shield in Halo, I guess, if you're familiar with that. You know, people used to just go run down up to objective point and just throw that down to try and keep people from, you know, gunning them down from afar. So if you want the actual objective, you're going to have to get in up close and personal and really fight for it, which is a cool dynamic that I really loved in Halo. Yeah. And it looks like it'll do this. It'll be equally as fun here.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, it's although it's kind of early stages, it's not early stages. That's nonsense. It's coming out pretty soon.
It's in a beta.
It's a bit silly calling it a beta, to be honest. It's just a multiplayer demo. I think they're just testing the server.
Yeah, we hope this doesn't break.
Yeah, exactly.
Help us figure it out.
I mean, it's broken on me a couple of times, but nothing too outrageous. It's just been at the end of some matches. It's just kind of hung on the screen at the end. So. But in terms of actual gameplay, in game it seems fairly solid. Yeah. So
it feels redundant to say when you're talking about a Crytek game, but it does look pretty amazing. I mean, this late in the console cycle, you're not expected to be like wowed by games visually. But Crytek always managed. I mean, Crysis 3 looks really good. We played it on 720p monitor, and it looked pretty damn good. So I can only imagine it's going to look even better when it's being played on a 1080p TV, and then if you're playing it on a beefed up PC, that is just going to look mental.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously going to be the best version, but not everyone's like Donald Trump, so no. I mean, for those who
Donald Trump, I don't think he plays Crysis, to be honest.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have you know. But yeah, I mean, if you don't, if you're more kind of twin stick gamer, or if you don't have like a ridiculously perfect PC, that clearly, as you can tell by looking at this is the 360 version you're seeing. It clearly looks the part on console.
Yeah, and it runs fluid. More importantly, it doesn't feel like it's lagging behind or it's suffering from any sort of frame rate issues or anything like that. It feels really slick and super smooth.
Yeah, absolutely. It's spot on.
So do you reckon you're going to be playing more of this, or?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I'm looking for. I mean, they capture level at 10, so you can't go any further than that. But I can see me doing that. Yeah.
Well, cool. I guess you guys can check it out for yourself. It's out there. Download it.